Hello everyone, I am here with some very exciting news today. As you guys know, the Drake and Kendrick beef has been very trending and I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
So-
It's so fun. It's like the most fun I've had this year.
I'm so glad because we spent so much time together this year, Adi.
I thought it would be interesting because it kind of surfaced the week of the Taylor album, and I thought the Taylor fans may not be adept to what Drake
Yeah.
and Kendrick are going through right
Yeah.
now. But it's such a pivotal thing that's happening in music that if you look at the charts, there's all 4 of their diss songs are on there, and there's one of Taylor's songs.
No way!
Yeah, so I'm like, they've really taken the shine away from her.
Oh,
And I just want to explain why.
okay.
I want to tell you why it's warranted in some way.
I'm excited.
I feel like it's important to know why this beef happened in the first place.
Sure.
Okay?
I'm excited.
Okay. You're ready?
I'm pumped. Like I've never been more excited of anything in my life.
Me too. Like, I've never smiled this much. You know?
That's so true.
Okay.
I really never smiled this much.
So we start. This goes back a long time, okay? Because it's not something that happens suddenly. This is
Yeah.
something that's been bubbling up. Drake in 2009 was like one of the breakout artists, right?
Yeah.
He was probably what, 24,
Oh.
25 at that time.
Okay.
And he was like really popping off.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, you know, Drake is the new like Lil Wayne, the new Jay-Z kind of figure in hip hop. And Kendrick was still an underground artist, not
Okay.
too big. So in 2009, Kendrick went to Toronto for his first show ever, which is Drake's City.
Okay.
And Drake, being the gentleman that he is, invited him with open arms. He was like, yo, you're in my city. He called him over to his studio. Kendrick played him an album.
Oh, wow.
And Drake tweeted being like, yo, this album is fire. Like, I can't wait for this guy to release music and stuff like that.
Okay.
And everything happens. And then in 2011, he even gets Kendrick on his album
Oh,
as
wow.
an interlude.
Okay.
Okay, because he's like, yo, I love this guy's work.
That's so kind.
Very kind. And then he even takes him on tour in 2012 to like taking him from 2,000 capacity venues
Yeah.
to like 10,000 capacity venues, which Kendrick was not used to.
Of course.
And even Drake's label at this time was like, hey, can you take some singers? Like, don't take other rappers.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
going to
yeah.
draw a crowd. But he was like, no, I'll take Kendrick and I'll take A$AP Rocky, who he's also beefing with right now.
Oh no!
Right? So 2012, they go on this tour.
Yeah.
That's also when Kendrick's album comes out and Drake does a feature for him as well, which is a huge thing to do for a small artist at that time
Yeah.
to get other people to go listen.
Yeah.
Now everything's well and good. People are like, okay, these guys are like boys, it seems. Then there's this legendary rapper called DMX.
Okay.
Okay, he was on a radio show and he goes off on Drake.
Okay.
He's like, I hate the way this guy dresses. I hate the way he talks. I wish I can meet him in an elevator and beat him up. And he's like a thug rapper. He's
Okay.
not like one of these Drake soft boy
Yeah.
rappers. So
And he's old.
he's old. Like no one actually gave a fuck.
Okay.
But next week, Kendrick went on the show and they asked him, hey, what did you think of that interview? And he was like, oh, I thought it was really funny. And he was like, my entire tour bus was like laughing about it.
That's mean.
It's mean, but I get it. Okay, it's like, chalo, what will he say in that situation? DMX is like a legend. But now we get to the point where Drake reveals himself as a very sensitive guy.
Yeah. I
Obviously,
love
he
Drake.
is like very sensitive.
I love him. Honestly, God bless Drake.
So I'm not taking any sides in this.
I don't think.
I'll tell you my side
Yeah.
later. Kendrick laughs about this.
Yeah.
Then he does this verse, which is
Okay.
one of the most iconic verses in hip hop history.
Okay.
Where he calls out every other contemporary of his. He's like, Big Sean, J Electronica, I want to kill you guys. Like, he's just like, I love you, but I'm trying to kill you in this rap game.
Okay,
like, very
okay.
competitive of him.
Okay.
And in this verse, obviously, Drake was mentioned. Now, amongst all the rappers that were mentioned, like
Yeah.
15, 20 of them, all of them were cool with it. This was a Big Sean song that
Yeah.
he dropped this verse on.
Yeah.
But Drake was like, yo, that's not cool.
That's not cool. I agree.
He's like, you can't do that and then come and talk to me 5 days later and be like all buddy and be
That's-
like, oh, it was only for rap. Okay.
Yeah.
He went and he started talking about it on interviews,
Yeah.
which made it feel like, oh, he's actually threatened by it. Which is a bad way to like.
It's a bad way. It's a bad way. Shouldn't
portray
have let
yourself.
it show. Yeah.
And he starts doing subliminal disses on other songs of his. So
Okay.
on this one song, The Language, he says, you know, like, you guys you're just talking to get a reaction. He never says Kendrick's name.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all are just doing this to make a moment. It's not real music. It won't last or whatever. And he keeps doing this and then he does a surprise drop okay, of an
Okay.
album called If You're Reading This, It's Too Late.
Yeah, I remember that.
Iconic album.
Iconic. It was on everyone's Insta stories.
Iconic. But
But
Kendrick, 3 weeks later or
Okay.
4 weeks later, drops his album To Pimp a Butterfly.
okay.
Again, surprise.
Again,
so
iconic.
Drake did surprise, Kendrick does surprise. And To Pimp a Butterfly is regarded as one of the best albums in hip hop history.
Oh wow.
Okay, but Drake was doing more like club songs, and Kendrick's doing more like conscious rap songs that
Got it, got
people are
it.
playing at protests and stuff like that.
Okay.
So immediately it divided them as artists.
Yeah.
Now there's this song on To Pimp a Butterfly called King Kunta where Kendrick says, "Oh, a rapper with a ghostwriter? What the fuck happened? Oh no, I swore I wouldn't tell." And then he just leaves it at that. Okay? He's not saying anything explicit.
Yeah.
But 3 months after that,
I'm worried. I'm worried.
3 months after that, Meek Mill
Yeah.
and Drake get into a battle
Yeah.
where Meek Mill exposes that Drake has ghostwriters. And he does it in a way where he actually plays the reference track that a ghostwriter sent to Drake. And he got like a leak of. And he was like, yo, and it's the exact same. Like, it's literally what that ghostwriter is singing and doing, Drake is doing in his actual songs.
Oh my god.
So, and then for Drake to be like, I'm the best rapper, like, you shouldn't be shitting on
Yeah.
me. Kendrick's perspective is like, you can't call yourself the best rapper
No.
if you have ghostwriters.
Yeah.
But again, Kendrick is not saying anything explicitly, and Drake is not saying anything explicitly. They're both just playing this subliminal game.
I'm into this.
Yeah. Then whatever, Drake tries to squash beef a bunch of times. Like, he'll congratulate Kendrick when he wins the Grammy. He'll
Yeah.
congratulate him when he wins BET Awards.
Oh, okay.
All of that. But at the same time, Drake is the one who he's always beating in all of this. In the BET
Okay.
Awards, like, Kendrick is always taking more trophies than Drake.
Oh shit.
Grammys, he's winning, Drake is not winning. Stuff like that, right?
But Drake is congratulating and Kendrick is not.
Kendrick is not even engaging,
Eeks.
okay? Yeah. One song, Kendrick says, again, a subliminal, he says, "Oh, motherfucker, you're endorsing, I don't even like you." But it's like subliminal
That's
because
so
he
mean.
never even says his name. But I get Kendrick's perspective of being like, yo, this guy's saying he's the best rapper and he can go toe-to-toe against me, but he doesn't even write his own shit. I have no respect left for this guy.
Oh. But how can you not have respect for someone who like
Who
gave you the platform?
Yeah, his perspective was that he would have done it regardless.
Okay, then should have just done it regardless.
Now again, Drake drops this album called More Life.
Okay.
4 days after he drops this album, Kendrick is always doing this.
Yeah.
Kendrick drops this song called The Heart Part 4, where again there's like a few subliminals, and then a week after that he drops his album called Damn. His most commercially successful album,
Okay.
to the point where it outsells Drake. For the first time ever, it outsells Drake.
Ooh.
But Drake, again, being the gentleman he is, shows love. He's like, yo, I'm glad, like, you know, we're
Yeah.
we're moving units out here, like us as a hip-hop
Yeah.
community. And he's like, I would love to work with Kendrick or whatever.
Yeah.
Again, the BET Awards 2018, when both of these dropped, Kendrick sweeps it.
Oh fuck.
And Drake, again, to show love, he leaks some of the DMs he shared with
Okay.
Kendrick 10 years ago, talking about how good this album will be and stuff like that, right? Because he's trying to squash beef or at least show that, hey man,
We're good.
I brought you here. Don't
Yeah,
forget
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
playing very like specific mind games.
I like Drake.
Now 2020 comes around.
Yeah.
Kendrick goes silent.
Yeah.
Okay, he's kind of dealing with a lot. The COVID stuff is happening. All the Black Lives Matter movements and stuff are going on.
Yeah.
He knows that as the kind of artist he is, he needs to take time to write and formulate his next project.
Okay.
Drake, on the other hand, is dropping 2C Slide. He's dropping fucking In My Feelings.
Oh yeah. Great song.
He's running that year. Like,
Yeah, I
God's
agree.
Plan, Pop Star,
Bro.
Nice for What, all of that happened in 1 year.
And I know all of them.
Exactly. So he's running the rap game.
Yeah.
And he keeps trying to end the beef. He's just like, you know, whatever, like, I'd
Yeah.
love to work with Kendrick, all of this crap. And then finally in 2021, 5 years later, after
Yeah.
Damn, Kendrick drops Mr. Morale,
Okay.
where again he's throwing a few subliminals
Yeah.
on Drake or whatever. And then finally, Drake is like fed up. I think at this point he's fed up. And he, in 2022, drops Honestly Nevermind, which is a dance album.
Okay.
And he drops it on Kendrick's birthday.
I love that. I love that.
Because he knows like what he's doing. He's like, yo, I'm such a varied artist. I can do all this crap.
Yeah.
You can just do this conscious stuff. And he keeps saying like, I would have had all your fans if I did what you're doing, which I think is a bad take. I don't think he would have.
Okay.
But you can sense that now things are heating up.
Sure.
Now, after all this bubbling up, so much animosity, finally Drake and J. Cole get together and they make a song called First Person Shooter.
Okay.
In which J. Cole says, who's the big three? Is it K-Dot, Drake, or me? He's like just debating, like, we are like the big three, but y'all keep debating who's the best.
Got it.
And then he says, but right now I feel like I'm Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
So he's like, I feel like I'm the best. Right. J. Cole says this on a Drake and J. Cole song.
Okay.
And J. Cole's probably not the best of the three.
Yeah, never even heard of this man.
No, don't say it, but he's amazing. But he's not the best. And Kendrick takes this a bit, he's annoyed, honestly.
Yeah.
So he does a song called Like That with Metro Boomin and Future.
Okay.
Where he's like, motherfuck the big three, it's just big me.
Yeah.
And then he starts shitting on like Drake and J. Cole a little bit, very like openly.
Okay.
He's like, he calls them bums in the song. He's like, you're a bum.
Oh my god.
Damn funny. But it's still not like too grave.
Yeah.
J. Cole responds with a 7-minute diss track.
Eeks?
Pretty average diss track. Like he's not saying much. He's saying like, yeah, your first album was classic, your last album was tragic, all this crap. Like he's complimenting him only in the diss track. And then 48 hours later, on stage at a show, he apologizes.
Oh.
And like he's almost like in tears and he's apologizing.
Is he okay?
And he's like, this has taken me away from my path. Like I don't want to engage in the diss tracks. And everyone made a lot of fun of him for doing this.
Yeah.
Calling him a pussy and stuff like that. So that happened. And then Drake still hadn't responded to this Like That song. 10 days after that song drops, Drake puts out Push-Ups.
Yeah.
Okay. And that song slapped.
Slap.
It slapped. Where he's talking about how Kendrick's just like a little like industry boy who his manager will get him to do anything, like do a verse for the Swifties, then go do a verse for Adam Levine, and then give me 50% of your profits, like basically being like, yo, you don't even fucking make any money, like you're just
you're just doing whatever.
And here's the interesting part, right? Drake's metric through the entire diss thing is of success is numbers and streams and popularity. Whereas Kendrick is very family oriented, very community oriented, so they don't align on that. So Kendrick doesn't even care about what he's dissing him on, and Drake doesn't care about what Kendrick is dissing him for.
Okay.
But Kendrick is saying, yo, you're a bad father. You don't know.
Yeah, that's mean.
It's mean, it hits deeper, and it's probably true.
It is probably true.
You know what I mean?
He lied about his kid, like he didn't even know he had a kid or something, no?
Exactly. And that was exposed in the last beef that Drake had with Pusha T. Where Pusha T on a diss song says, you are hiding a child. He tells Drake, you are hiding a fucking child. Deadbeat motherfucker, you're hiding a child.
I love men who gossip like this. Like they just all know each other's like tea and they're just spilling it. God bless. God bless.
And Drake took the L in that one. Like after Pusha T said all this, he just stopped replying.
Okay.
But Push-Ups is out, Push-Ups is banging.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick drops this song called Euphoria.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't a big fan of.
Okay.
But I get what he was doing. He wasn't going too deep. And the point of saying that, of putting that song out was, hey, don't tell any lies about me and I won't tell the truth about you.
Ooh! That's a line, bro.
That's a line, right? And Drake is like, fuck this. He drops another song.
Yeah.
Because Kendrick drops Euphoria and then he drops this other song called 616.
Okay.
And then Drake drops so sorry. After Drake drops Push-Ups, Kendrick doesn't respond for 4 days. So Drake drops another song where he uses an AI voice of Tupac and Snoop Dogg to basically tell Kendrick, yo man, respond at least. He's talking from Tupac's perspective, a very disrespectful thing to do.
Okay.
And he's telling Kendrick, yo, like, at least respond to Drake. Tell him how he likes little girls. Tell him how...
What?
Yeah, because
Wait, this is in Drake's song.
In Drake's song, because he knew that Kendrick will say all this. So he was like, oh, go ahead, say. What else would you say?
Oh, fuck.
Right?
Shit.
Yeah. You didn't know this.
No, that's deep.
Yeah, bad move of Drake and
Yeah,
bad
fuck.
song. Bad song.
Okay, bad.
But whatever, Kendrick dropped Euphoria, then 616, and as soon as he dropped 616,
Yeah.
Drake came back with a banger.
Oh shit.
Okay? And on 616, Kendrick was basically saying like, yo, you have a lot of moles in your in your crew.
Yeah. This
Like
I heard.
yeah, you know, like beware of who's around you. Like a lot of them want to kill you.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, kill you.
Like literally kill.
Like murder you. Yeah.
Ew,
Yeah.
What are these people?
But I think he was just like annoying Drake a bit.
Okay.
And Drake drops this song called Family Matters.
Yeah.
A 7-minute song. Again, a banger.
Okay.
A full banger. Where in the music video, he gets the van which was on Kendrick's most iconic album and he crushes it with like a strash, this thing, compactor.
Ew.
And all of that shit. Okay?
There's a music video?
There's a music video. It's damn sick. And at the same time, he's replying to all of these other people who are also ganging up on Drake, like Metro Booming, ASAP, Weekend. He's replying to all of them in this song.
Okay.
Really good song. But it was undermined because after he dropped Family Matters, 30 minutes after that, 30 minutes after that, Kendrick had this prepared. Kendrick dropped a song called Meet the Grahams. Okay. Aubrey Graham is Drake's name.
Oh, okay.
And in this song, you know how it starts?
How does it start? Say?
He says, "Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that you have a father like Drake.
Oh.
I hope you never grow up to be a man like him." And through the song, he addresses every one of Drake's family members. He says, "Dear Sandra, who's his mom," he says, I don't like your son. I wish he would die." He's telling his mom this.
Oh my god.
And at the end of the song, he says, "Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father left you." But this is not confirmed
It's
allegations.
not confirmed that he has a kid.
He's saying that Drake has an 11-year-old daughter who he's been hiding.
Oh, fuck.
And then Drake is just like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But that song, 30 minutes after Family Matters, completely undermines Family Matters,
Shit.
right? Not even, I think it was maybe a day or two after that, Kendrick drops Not Like Us,
Okay.
which is the most popular song
Oh,
of
shit.
this entire disc. It broke Drake's streaming records on Spotify,
Oh my god.
which is a hard thing to do. And in that song, he's literally just openly calling Drake a fucking pedophile.
Oh my god.
There's a line that goes, "Certified lover boy, you certified pedophile." And he keeps talking about how he's like, you know, fucking with little girls and like
Oh my
people in his
God.
crew have weird cases of like sex trafficking and stuff like that. Super weird vibes. Drake
is
was
this
done after
legal?
that. Drake was done after that.
Yeah.
Drake just dropped a song after that called The Hard Part 6 where he's saying like, "I'm not a pedophile, you're not just saying all this." Instead of attacking
shit.
Kendrick, the first time he goes on the defense,
Okay.
which means he's lost. So the culture's movement in all of this is that Drake has lost.
Okay.
Now, what I want to ask you is, based on everything I have
Oh my
told
God.
you,
Yeah.
who do you think is in the right and the
fuck.
wrong? And I think I might have missed a few things, so just ask me questions if you want to clarify a few things.
I'm just not understanding why Drake having a ghostwriter is such a big thing.
Because he keeps saying that I'm the best rapper, and you can have writers, man. If you're a pop artist,
Yeah.
you most definitely have writers. But the fact that they're ghost is the problem. Use writers, just credit them.
Yeah.
And in hip hop, it's a huge thing, right? Like if you're not a rapper who's writing what you're saying, then you're fabricating stories at some point. This guy doesn't know your life story. He doesn't know how you feel.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, Kendrick came from that place of hip hop, right? He was from Compton. He's dealt with things that you would associate with that culture.
Yeah.
Same as Jay-Z or someone coming up in the projects. But Drake never did that. He's just like a Jewish kid who was an actor.
But I'm not understanding why Kendrick had to be so mean.
Okay, now here's the twist that
Here's
I've
the
recently
twist?
found out.
Oh,
The
shit.
reason, because everyone was wondering, like, yo, why is everyone ganging up on Drake?
Yeah.
Future, he helped a lot. Weekend, he fucking helped a lot.
Yeah.
He literally was
The
like,
Weeknd hates Drake?
yes.
Bro.
Metro Booming hates Drake. ASAP Rocky hates Drake. And even ASAP and Drake were very cool, like very good friends. Now the speculation that's being made is that Drake has been fucking everyone's bitch.
Ooh.
Because it came out, and Lil Wayne
Yeah.
literally gave Drake his career. Lil Wayne found Drake and signed him to his label.
Oh, wow.
And no one was fucking with Drake like that because again, he's not like that hood person.
Yeah.
So Lil Wayne did that for him, and in an interview later, Lil Wayne talks about how when he was in jail, Drake slept with his girlfriend.
Stop.
And Drake has a tattoo of this man on his body.
Stop.
And then when Lil Wayne confronted Drake about it when he went to visit him in prison, Drake's like, yeah, I did fuck her. Don't fuck with her like that. She's not a good... And he's like, I did you a favor. Like, don't fuck with her like that. She's not like a main thing. And imagine Lil Wayne was like, that's like one of the worst things to hear when you're in solitary confinement.
Oh my God.
To think that your girl is just out there sleeping with men.
God.
Who are your friends?
Yeah.
It's like literally if Jay did that to me, that's how fucked up that is.
That's crazy.
And then he's like, yeah, bro, I was saving you actually. She's not a good girl.
What a guy, bro.
So that's the speculation. Because there's no other reason why everyone in the industry would hate him, especially because Drake has always been the type to like help the people. Like whenever someone is popping off or something in the youth, you know, he'll go and he'll actually make a song with them and he'll bring them on tour and he'll do all of this. Kendrick, to my knowledge, has never ever done that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was strange for me to also be like, why does everyone hate Drake all of a sudden? And then this kind of makes sense to me.
How interesting. But like, just counter, do you think that all the other wives and girlfriends of the rappers, why were they sleeping with Drake?
Of course, like that's bad moves on both parts.
Yeah, like do you think that the respective rappers were like just the worst people ever, that their wives and girlfriends were like, we're just with you for the money and Drake is so cute and lovely and kind, like let's go sleep with him?
Oh, that's a perspective I haven't heard. Because I guess the other perspective is, hey, you're rich and cool and popular, but Drake's like way more than you. He's way more.
So basically, actually, he is doing them a favor. If you look at it that way.
I guess so, but it's just like...
I just feel like, do you think the allegations are true? Like, is Drake...
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But it is weird that like when he was 30, he was like messaging Millie Bobby Brown.
I was gonna say that.
Who was like 15.
That is creepy.
And being like, yo, I'm having a party and stuff, come through. Or like asking her how her relationship is going.
Yeah.
It is a bit weird, but I don't know.
But like also I feel like when you're in this industry, when you're younger, you're actually like, when you're 15, you're actually 30. Because you've just been through so much and you're, you know, only working with adults and things.
Yeah. But
so
still, like as a 30-year-old, you should be like, hey man, that's cool. You're still 15.
Yeah.
And also Drake kind of like levied this charge on Kendrick in the disses that he beats his wife and that one of his kids is actually not his. Like his wife slept with his partner, his business partner.
Oh shit.
But these are all just like very baseless claims that both of them are making. They're just trying to devalue both characters. You know, like Kendrick is doing it with Drake and Drake is doing it to Kendrick. It's like, I think that was like the tackiest part of the beef was just like using false info.
Yeah.
You know, like I liked when Kendrick was more like talking to Drake as if like, yo, you're not a real man. You don't know how to take care of your son.
Yeah.
You don't know how, like that hurts a lot more.
I'm sure.
And it hurts the guy listening as well.
Yeah.
When you say something about someone that isn't true, what can they say? They'll just be like, yo, that's not true.
Yeah. This is so intense.
It's very intense.
So now everyone hates Drake.
I think in the large scheme of things, Kendrick has come out way on top. And Drake has come, like he's lost a lot of respect.
But does that matter?
I guess not. He's trying to retain the women.
Yeah.
At least because that's, I think, what he can do at this point. Like, you guys don't fucking care about this beef, you know?
No,
it's just men who are listening to all
literally.
of this.
How cute are men listening to like songs and poetry and like you're like going through. This is like what it's like to be a Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just like do the Easter eggs and you're like, oh my god, what did she say?
Yeah, this has been the craziest beef ever. And then the other day it came out that one of Drake's security guards was shot. Okay, so people were like, yo, this is getting like way out of hand. Because I don't know if you know, but like Tupac and Biggie had a big beef. Due to which both of them died at a very young age.
What?
Yeah, they were like not even 25. and
Oh my
they were like
God.
the Drake and Kendrick of that time. They were like at the top,
Oh,
and they were
shit.
so promising. And Tupac was more like Kendrick. Biggie was more like,
Oh.
I don't say he was more like Drake, but he was he
Okay.
was in that zone of like, you know, cool flows and like just cool.
Yeah.
And Tupac was more conscious.
Oh no.
And they both died because of this beef. And then people were saying that it happened because 2 days ago, Weeknd's security was shot in Toronto, so it was like retaliation.
Oh my God.
Really, like that's when it gets a bit out of hand.
Yeah. So like, who gets involved? Like, who stops this?
No, like I guess cop didn't. I don't know. Like they're not bringing cops into like a rap beef. That's like the most unwrap thing to do.
At least someone has to do something.
They just handle it themselves.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I just feel bad that everyone is fighting. You know, like in this time when we should all be together.
Yeah. Now, I mean, Drake hasn't responded after that one song, and the whole internet's like, yo, Kendrick has won.
Oh
His
shit.
song is #1 on the charts, not like us, where he's calling Drake a pedophile. This is the #1 song.
Oh my God.
His first #1 ever.
This is his first #1?
First solo #1. Like he's had other
Oh.
songs with features and stuff.
That's a little sad.
It's sad. And also it's so sad because like he had to fight with the biggest it still feels like a feature, no? If like Drake set up everything.
Literally.
So then
like
you
after all of this, Drake still helped him with his come up.
Yeah.
That I would hate being Kendrick. Speaking of
Yeah.
music and disses and rap,
Huh. Disses? I didn't diss.
you dislike everyone who like doesn't know math.
Oh, that way. Yeah, guys, I dropped a new music video that's out now. So after you're done watching this video and if you enjoyed it, go check it out in link in bio.
Woohoo!
Right? Will
Yes,
you put the link? Okay. awesome.
Of course, link in description.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs I've ever made. I had
No
so much
way.
fun making it, and we made a really cool music
Yeah,
video.
I'm in the music video.
Oh right.
I
For
have
yeah.
I have a starring role.
Yeah. That's the best shot in the
It's
whole
the
video.
best shot in the whole video.
And if you do go to the music video from here, say you came from Aryana's channel.
Yes! Oh my god, please say you came from Aryana's channel so then we can show the impact on Adi's life and career and then we can
That'll be
beef
one
and all.
comment. There'll be one
That'll be me.
person who came from the end of this video.
Our comment came from Aryana's video.
Yeah.
Well, this has just been stunning and lovely.
You know what? Ask me questions about this diss in the comments. I'll respond to anything to clarify.
Yeah, I think that's a great one. And
Tell us whose side you're on.
Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.